This is North Dakota Today.
Hello and good morning and happy Wednesday. You know, we wear pink on Wednesday.
We wear pink on Wednesdays.
I'm Marlon Mayhew.
I'm Anna Johnson.
And this is North Dakota Today.
And we're here. I almost wasn't.
Right?
But we made it.
It's sunny out, the sun is shining, but for one person.
It's construction season. There's a lot of trains. This whole morning got, pun intended, derailed.
Right.
For me, yes. My normal 15-minute commute to work took like 45 minutes this morning. Stressed me out a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of closures on the streets around Fargo, guys, so be wary about I-29 being jammed up.
And I think I-94, the Red River Bridge, is supposed to have closures too. Like they're closing some lanes of that. So that was my thing. So I live in Saven, and I was like, I'm not going to take I-94 because I know that the Red River Bridge is supposed to have like down to one lane. I'm like, it's going to be so busy. So then I took 60th, which was also a terrible decision because then their construction is so long that it takes like 20 minutes for one side to get to the other.
Wow.
And then for one. So I just sat there for 20 minutes and I was very, very calm and nice. I just texted my rage. It's fine. I didn't aim it at anyone. It was a very constructive moment. I listened to music and I tried to meditate. And then
That's beautiful, though. You found a process for you to, be patient while you're waiting in the traffic.
Well, the worst thing would be to yell at somebody or to be like, how can I take it? Whatever. It's not their fault.
Right.
They're just doing their job. So let's not do that. So then we get behind the pilot car and we're like, we're moving. I'm going to work. And then there's a train. There's never a train on 60th. Today there was a train.
Oh, my goodness.
And I pulled up to it as the little bars were going down, and I was like, no. So I was like, guys, help me. Blah, blah, blah. And so I'm so glad that we have such a great team, that Emily jumped into action, and Marlon's helping out, and just everybody was so amazing, and we made it. So we're here.
We're here.
But woo, that's the morning. It felt like Monday. It did feel like Monday.
Well, Todd and Julie Chrisley are waking up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
They're also having a bad morning.
So Todd and Julie Chrisley, known for Chrisley Knows Best, have been indicted on federal charges stemming from bank fraud, tax evasion, conspiracy to defraud the USA, and wire fraud.
I don't know what happened. I know that I haven't seen this, I haven't followed the show.
Right.
Like some other shows that we follow. I thought he was funny. It seemed like he was funny. They had a funny family, good entertainment. What in the world happened?
So according to reports, Todd and Julie came out of local banks and started gathering loans, and they've defaulted on the loans, and they started to hide some of the money away. So they got indicted on federal charges.
Oh.
Yeah, so they would take out loans and not report it to the IRS, and Uncle Sam came knocking at their door with some charges. And so they're actively being charged. They're actually found guilty.
Whoa.
And, obstruction of justice for Julie, $20 million owed due to bankruptcy. They're each facing up to 30 years in federal prison.
That is one heck of a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I mean, how? I guess it's one of those things where maybe they got started and then they were like, well, if we're honest about it now, we're going to get in big trouble. It's
Right.
like when you have kids and they're like, I know I stole the candy, but if I tell them I stole the candy, I'm going to get in big trouble. But the bigger problem is that I didn't eat dinner and I gave that to the dog. And it just snowballs to where now prison? That is so
30 years
crazy.
each.
And in the show, of course, their kids were in there and they just seemed so nice. I can't imagine what's happening to their kids.
Savannah, yeah.
Oh.
And my favorite, Chase. Chase is he's a playboy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's definitely a playboy. He actually is dating a really beautiful woman that kind of looks similar to Julie. So, yeah, you know how they say you kind of tend to find someone that's close to your maternal. Yeah, so I just hope for the best for them because I know Todd and Julie, they're really nice people. They're from Georgia. They're Atlanta natives, so they definitely deserve some sort of sympathy, but you can only go so far with what they've done. So.
And wasn't he in the music business?
So Todd Chrisley just became famous for being him, and he started to
He's the
almost
Kardashians.
He almost is a Kardashian of the South, and he was this close away from doing a Ralph Lauren kind of clothing line.
Oh, he's fun. Well, Sorry to Todd. His morning's worse than mine. So
Right.
see perspective. Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's a bummer. Let's move on. It is $10 DIY Wednesday.
Yay,
We're
$10
so
DIY.
excited. So we're actually going to start with that next. We're going to start off today with $10 DIY Wednesday because the rest of the show is just packed. You've noticed we don't have our couch here, but that's because we're going to have a lot of really cool stuff happening today, interactive stuff. Make sure you stay for the show. But first, your local steals and deals.